Okay, all right. Good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I hope everybody's feeling insanely good this morning. My name is Haziq Ali. I hope you're feeling so good that people around you wonder what's going on with you. I hope your smile is so big today that you make somebody else's day just by being in their presence. I hope that you learned something this morning that allows you to change the world. I hope you learned something this morning that allows you to set such a great example that somebody else that's under your influence ends up changing the world. I hope we change it for the better. I pray, my prayer for you is that you want more for your people than you want for yourself. My prayer for you is that you understand I want more for you than you want for yourself. I hope you know that you are in the right place at the right time. I hope you know you ain't here by chance nor coincidence. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm a self-esteem development expert. I am a revenue acceleration fanatic. And my whole job is helping you move further, faster, with less effort. Sometimes we do that with mindset. Sometimes we do that with heart set. Sometimes, millionaires, we do that with skill set. I don't know if y'all are tuned in to our newsletter, but a good thing for you to do is go to millionaireminded.com and enroll in the world's best newsletter. I'm talking about bar none, pound for pound, baby. The world's best newsletter about entrepreneurship. Every single week, that thing is split into mindset, heart set, and skill set. And it comes out every Monday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. Let me see some fire emojis if you part of the newsletter gang. Every Monday at 3:30. I even got a way you can get some of the archives if you want it. But right now, rep your city. We want to know where you're from. We want to know how you get down, how you help people. What kind of business do you have? My man Daryl's in the house. Digital Daryl made it in first this morning. He beat you here, Yuli. You got to love that. Taisha made it in. What's up, girl? Alan Harmon is in the house. The Allen group is up in here. My man Mark Arnold. Tina, good morning, Miss Petise. Miss Petise is in the house. Sade is in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Let them know where you're from, y'all. Every single morning, we have you shout yourself out and shout your business out. This is like free promotion for you. I also want to send a special shout out to everybody that bought the vision board coloring books yesterday. If you do not have a vision board coloring book, what are you waiting on? You are really missing out. Let me see if I got one of them joints around here. Hold up. I got one of them around here. We are not sold out. And so they'll send you one when you go to the website and order one. I'm going to have one ready tomorrow so I can just show y'all. But anyway, the vision board coloring books are amazing because it is all about you focusing your mind on the images that you want to attract. You don't have to chase when you learn how to attract. And a lot about your attraction starts with the images you have in your mind. A lot of your procrastination starts with the images you have in your mind. I talked about that a little bit yesterday. Also, shouts out to everybody who's been grabbing the 90-day planners as we go into the fourth quarter. Some of you know, some of you don't, but this fourth quarter of the year is the best money-making season that you've got as an entrepreneur. The whole calendar is set up for you as an entrepreneur. Have you ever thought about that? When you're an entrepreneur and you live in the United States of advertising, the whole calendar is an ATM machine. Think about that. Every single month has a holiday that's set up for you to extract money from people's pockets when you're an entrepreneur. Y'all want to count it down? All right. This month is September, so we had Labor Day, right? Next month is October, so we got Halloween. November, you got Thanksgiving. December, you got Christmas. January, you got New Year's. February is Valentine's Day. March, spring break. St. Patrick's Day. Y'all be out there drinking green beer. You know what I mean? Even though that, never mind. April, you got spring break. May, Mother's Day. June, Father's Day. July 4th, right? August, there's no holidays. So what you got? Back to school, baby. You see that? Back to school. And in September, you got Labor Day. October, you got Halloween, and the cycle keeps on going. When you have a business, the whole calendar is an ATM machine. But the reason that I picked this topic for this today's Sales Tips Tuesdays, right? The reason I picked this as today's topic is because a lot of your sales are going to come from follow-up. Check it out, millionaires. 97% of sales are not made on the first call. Somebody give me that in the comments, please. And then give me a share. Hey, Darnisha, can you share this for me? But here's what I want you to put in a headline. Put 97% of sales, 97% of all sales are not made on the first call. They are not made on the first call. 97% of all sales are not made on the first call. You feel me, shiz? This is important for the squad to know. This is important for your sales staff to know. This is important for your organization to know, Ashley. 97% of all sales are not made on the first call. Can somebody give me that in the comments? I want to make sure y'all are locking this in. Yeah, Sade. 97% of all sales are not made on the first call. Check this out. It takes 5 to 10 exposures to make the first sale. It takes 5 to 10 follow-ups to make the first sale. And the prospect might not even say no. I've told you this before, but I'm going to remind you this morning. There are 4 definitions I give of no. As a matter of fact, I wrote a whole blog about it. Check this out. I'm throwing it in the comments right now. If you're following on the Millionaire Minded page, or if you're watching on Millionaire Minded TV, I just now put the link there for a blog that I wrote about understanding the word no, right? Because no can mean not you. It can mean not yet. It can mean I don't think I can, or it can mean I don't understand. Very rarely are they saying no to you. They're saying not now, buddy. They're saying do something else for me. Appreciate that, Darnisha. Hey, can y'all share this for me real quick? Share this with another entrepreneur, man. You might save their business with a share. Ain't that something? But a lot of times they might be saying, yo, do something else for me. You know what I mean? I'm still shopping around, right? Maybe they like, I haven't met with my partner. These are all examples of the word no. What they're saying is you ain't sold me yet. I don't feel compelled to purchase anything yet. And, I want to throw that out there real quick. There's a difference between trying to convince and then trying to compel. Like convince is you walk in my house and I'd be like, mi casa y su casa, help yourself to anything in the fridge. That's kind of like trying to convince. Compel is when I walk in with a warm tray of chocolate chip cookies and I put them up under your nose and I'm like, take one. That's compel. It's like I can't help, like, oh, all right. It's like I feel rude at this point if I don't. You see what I mean? If you're going to be an entrepreneur, you better have what it takes to persevere through the follow-up process. You hear me? You better have what it takes to keep on going. You better be willing to put forth the effort to get past that last no. Or maybe you want to do is consider UPS is hiring. You know what I'm saying, shiz? Tell them, don't be mad. UPS is hiring, because entrepreneurship ain't for you. And that's okay. So I got some ideas on follow-up for you. I want you to type these in the comments. Make sure you lock them in your subconscious. Let's go. Here's the first of 11. 1, know the real reasons that they want the product. Know the real reasons they want the product. You feel me, Miss Harris? Know the real reason that they want yeah, that's exactly right, Alan. Follow-up game. That's its own business. Well said. Yeah, coach, I'm glad you made it in. Check it out. I need you to know the real reasons that they even want the product. That's number 1. Do you even know? I mean, I know you got your reasons that they should want it, but are you sure those are the reasons they actually want it? I wonder. Check it out. Here's the second one. Know the real reasons that they don't want the product. I was just now doing a master class on closing, right? And I taught them how to use the objection that they always seem to get, right? The one that makes them barely want to talk to somebody because they're like, oh, I know what they're going to say. They're going to say, right? And then they're going to throw something out there. Check this out, y'all. Check this out. If you know their objection, you can do so much. But if you haven't even thought about it, you're crippled. You're handicapped in the process. But if you know the real reason they don't want it, all the millionaire minded know, you can be like, man, most people I show this to get hyped and they're ready to go. But some people don't. Some people say they don't have time because they'd rather spend their time watching Netflix. Now, what did I do? If I always hear them saying they don't have time, I just killed that before they could even say it to me. So now they got to come up with a different excuse because they don't want to be like some people. They want to be like most people. Their survival instincts kick in. You hear me? I know that's a little psychology, but I'm just making sure you understand the power of knowing the real reason that they don't want it. There's so much you can do to leverage that if you will actually think about it. Here's the third idea I got for you on follow up. Everybody with me? Know their hot buttons. Know the things that you think are going to make them buy, and then work with those hot buttons when you're constructing your follow-up plan. That's the third one. Know their hot buttons. Come on, Samaya. Know their hot buttons. That's right. Know the real reason they don't want the product. Know the real reason they want the product. Let's go, Shiz. Know the real reason they want the product. And then number 3 is know their hot buttons. Know their hot buttons. If I know, if I'm selling a car or if I'm selling credit repair, right? And I know the real reason that they want it is so that they can get a home. Maybe I let them meet with one of my friends who's a realtor who specializes in helping recently divorced, men and women get into a home. If I know that they're recently divorced and that's why they're working on their credit. You get what I'm saying? Now, they haven't even purchased nothing from me. They're still a prospect. But during my follow-up process, I'm trying to think of new, different, and interesting ways to connect with their problem so they don't see me as a salesperson, but instead see me as a servant. Am I making sense, Tess? Does that make sense? We got to know their hot buttons. Here's number 4. This is important. Present new information that's relative to their problem every time you call. Every time you call. That's the 4th idea I got for you. You got to keep that thing new, different, and interesting. You got to keep that thing in a space where they are clear that you are a source of value. Every time you call, there's something you add on to things, right? It's like all of a sudden, I'm looking forward to your sales call because every time you call, you give me some new information. You give me a new idea. You present a new resource. That's number 4. Y'all with me? I ain't seen nobody give it to me in the comments yet. Number 4, present new information. Come on, Samaya. Let's go, Miss Kareem. Let's go. Okay, Donisha, let's get it. All right, here's the 5th one. Be creative in your style. Be creative in your presentation manner. Let's go. Be creative in your style. Be creative in your presentation manner. Let's go. If I don't care if you got a pizza place, right? The more creative anything. Oh, here's a good one for you to write down. Anything that makes them say wow creates loyalty. Anything that makes them say wow creates loyalty. Can somebody give me that in the comments and then give me a share? Hey, Tess, can you share this on your timeline? This is a good one. Anything that makes them say wow creates loyalty. Y'all hear me? This is a big deal. If I had a pizza place and I surrounded it with a moat and I filled the moat with alligators and then I put this real rickety bridge over the moat and then I was like, our pizza's so good that people are trying to get it. They're trying to eat or die trying. Be creative in your style. Be creative in your presentation manner. Be remarkable. Remember last Wednesday, I was talking about these marketing tips and we talked about being a purple cow. What can you do to stand out? What can you do to be noteworthy? Am I right, Sharice? That's right. Anything that makes the customer say, wow, creates loyalty. That's exactly right. All right, here's number, what are we on? We on number 6 now? Was that number 6? Check it out, y'all. Be sincere about your desire to help the customer first, earn the commission second. Be sincere in your desire. Be sincere in your desire to be a servant, not a salesperson. Come on, y'all. Be sincere about your desire to be a servant, not a salesperson. Everybody with me? This is important, y'all. Here's the next one. Be direct in your communication. This is the 7th thought that I got for you on follow-up, where 97% of the sales happen. Be direct in your communication. If you're beating around the bush, you're just going to frustrate them. You're probably going to cause them to buy somewhere else just because you're getting on their nerves. Answer their questions. Don't patronize them. Don't be sarcastic. Don't be annoying, but be direct. Be straightforward. Because if you keep on dancing around, they're going to feel like you're trying to trick them. You got me? They're going to feel like you're trying to trick them. So number 6 was be sincere, but number 7 was be direct. All right. So far, what we gave you was number 1, know the real reasons that they need it. Number 2 was know the real reasons they don't need it. And then I gave you a little trick for utilizing the objections you normally get, the excuses you normally hear, right? Wasn't that a beautiful trick? Give me some fire emojis if you caught that thing. If you didn't catch it, you got to watch the replay. Number 3 was know their hot buttons. Number 4 was make sure every time you call them, you're presenting some new information. Number 5 is be creative in the way you present everything. Number 6 is be sincere about your desire to be a servant, not a salesperson. Number 7 is be direct in your communication so that they don't think you're trying to lie or trick them or avoid answering the question. Number 8 is be friendly. I ain't going to go all into a bunch of neurology today, but even a baby smiles when you smile. I'm talking about even people you meet you walk past them, you frown, they frown back at you, right? You got something called mirror neurons in your brain that automatically duplicate whatever you see. This is why you got to be around the right people, because as you begin to see it, you begin to want to be it, right? So back to the point about follow-up, be friendly. They can even hear you smiling on the phone. Am I right? Am I right? Isn't it true that when you're talking on the phone and smiling, you feel different? And isn't it true when you're listening on the phone and you can hear somebody smiling, it makes you automatically elevate your mood? So be friendly. People love to buy from friends. And here's a little trick. If you sense that I like you, you start liking me. We like people who like us. There's 2 reasons we like people. Either they like us or they are like us. You got me? That's why we like them. Either they like us or they seem just like us. Hope I'm making sense here. Here's the next one. Use humor. Use humor. People love to laugh, y'all. Be funny. Making somebody laugh is like instant rapport. I'm so impressed by comedians. If you've ever seen me on stage and whatnot, whether you've seen my TED Talk or you've seen me just different places and whatnot, going around promoting my book, whatever it is, right? You'll find I use a lot of humor. I love to laugh. I love to make people laugh. And I think that comedians are a certain kind of magician. I think it's crazy to just say an observation out and the whole room busts out laughing. That's crazy. That's crazy, right? But it is a skill, not a talent. You can get better at it, right? You just got to be yourself. You just got to be a risk taker. You got to be a little courageous sometimes to just jump out there and crack the joke, But here's a word of caution. If you suck, then don't try, because it's horrible. It's horrible. Don't do it if you know what I mean? So that was number 9, use humor. Here's number 10. When in doubt, sell the prospect for their reasons, not yours. When in doubt, sell the prospect for their reasons, not yours. That's number 10. I think that's pretty much self-explanatory. I think it's crazy that both of y'all put the laughing emojis. As you were typing it in, you started smiling, right? That's because I'm all tickled with myself. You know what I mean? And that's what we were saying. If you do it, it cuts on the mirror neurons. How many of y'all are smiling while I'm smiling, or chuckling to yourself, right? Just because we're all in this certain vibration. Isn't that interesting? And then number 11 is don't be afraid to ask for the sale every time. Look, y'all, if there was a formula for following up, then it would be something like their reasons plus new information plus creativity plus sincerity, right? Plus direct plus friendly plus humor. That's the sale. If there was a formula, that would be it. But there ain't a formula. Every follow-up is going to be different. And so I just gave you a bunch of ideas because, you got to combine these bad boys and make your own recipe. Here's a couple things you can say when you jump in, because I always tell them follow-up comes down to 4 different words. They all rhyme. Inspire, inquire, light a fire, or make them perspire, right? So inspire is when you say, man, you know what? I wanted to send you this note from a customer who is having the exact same problem as you. And really how I would say it is, I wanted to send you this note from somebody who's just like you, who had the exact same problem you had. Like they do exactly what you do for a living. and they had the exact same issue. Check out what they had to say. That's inspire. Inquire is when I check in on the problem you had told me about. Like, yeah, man, I just wanted to check in and see, if you had decided that you still wanted to, stop renting at the end of this year, or had you kind of decided you want to stay in the apartment, for maybe another 12 months, right? I'm inquiring, but I'm inquiring about their problem. You get me? I'm not inquiring, are you ready to buy? Hurry up and buy. I feel sorry for your mother. Y'all ever seen Minister Society? Hurry up and buy. I feel sorry for your mother. What? What you say about mom? You know what I mean? No. All right. Whatever. But the point I'm making to you is that instead of being like, hurry up and buy, what you want to do is kick it with them about the problem they had. So that's inquire. Make them perspire is when you present a sense of urgency. It's when you present a sense of urgency where you're like, yo, you know what I mean? If you're able to do this, then if you can do this now, then I can hook you up with this bonus. If you can't, then hold up. If you can do this now, then I can hook you up with this, right? If you can't, then you know what I mean? You're going to lose out on this special deal. Everybody with me? Inquire, inspire, light a fire. All right, so you got me. And so here are a couple lines that you can use when you're trying to start the conversation up and get everything cracking. All right, here's the first one. I think I found something that might be relevant to your situation. I think I found something that I think is going to be an important factor in your decision. And then you present that new information. Another way you can do it. I just talked about this, but I just emailed you a note from a customer who works in your same industry, who is having that same problem. I thought that you would find that to be kind of interesting. The third way to lead in, you could be like, yo, something new just now happened. I thought you'd like to know about. Something else you can do. Another lead in line is you're like, yo, there's been a change in such and such. There's been a change in the status. There's been a change in the situation. There's been a change in the conditions. There's been a change in the pricing or the terms. You got what I mean? Another way you can lead in is, yo, I was just thinking about you. I called to see if you found out about blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? These are ways you can lead in. Don't say, I called in to see if you got my proposal. I called in to see if you got my invoice. I called in to see, I called to make sure you got the link I sent you. All that sounds stupid, and it gives them a way out because now all they got to do is be like, nah, I didn't get it. And then where you going to go? Where does that lead you? Nowhere. So instead of that, how about I sent you some stuff the other day, and I kind of wanted to go over it with you because it ain't all self-explanatory. You know what I mean? See, a lot of y'all don't follow up because you think you bugging them. You think you bothering them if you call too much. If you feel that way, it's two reasons, right? Here are two reasons why you feel like you bugging them, that you're being a bugaboo, right? Here's the first one. You ain't established enough rapport, so therefore your access is limited, right? Or two, your follow-ups are always about selling, not helping. Ain't no way you bothering me if I'm your prospect and you always got something new to say, something creative to say, something funny. You're short and to the point, AKA direct. You hear me? I'm genuinely interested in it, right? You're clear that I'm really interested, right? Ain't no way that you're bothering me. Now, it's very likely that you're bothering me if you call more than 3 times and I ain't return your call. You ask dumb or pushy questions that probably indicate you didn't listen to me the first time I answered the question. You come off as insincere and fake. You exert pressure, right? Either too soon, pressure too soon, or too often, right? If you're in any way rude to the prospect, if you're in any way rude to the staff, follow-up is just another word for sell, entrepreneur. And your ability to follow up is going to determine your success. It's going to determine the level and the height of success you reach when it comes to sales, since this is Sales Tip Tuesdays. If you ask any professional sales, any sales professional, then they're going to tell you that the answer to their success is persistence. Good, Darnisha. I'm glad you got something from that. Yeah, AKA direct, Sean. Exactly. And Sean, I hope you, so here go the answer to that question I gave you yesterday, Sean. Somebody fill in the blanks for me. If I give you my solution before you give me your problem, what am I, y'all? Somebody tell me. If I tell you my solution before you even told me your problem, what are you? My man Mike Stroud trying to buy every t-shirt we got in a 2X. I did not forget you, my brother. Y'all remember this? If I give you my solution and you ain't even give me your problem yet, then I'm a salesperson. I'm a beggar. That's right. But if I give you my solution after you've given me your problem, now I'm just helping out. Now I'm a servant. You with me? All right, y'all. That's it. We out of here. We out of here. I hope this was helpful. It's affirmation time. Let's go get it. If you did not join the newsletter, and that's how you do it. Also, follow me on Instagram, Mr. Haziq Ali. A lot of mornings we go live and get it cracking like that. Y'all can come on with me and, we can add you in the live, and then we can kick it about either questions you had, feedback you had, ideas you had to add on to what we were talking about. Anybody got any good follow-up ideas? I'd love to hear it. Leave it in the comments. But right now, baby, it's affirmation time. Let's get it. Repeat after me and say it like you mean it. You got to put some E in motion. You got to put some energy in motion. That's what emotion is. Put some energy in motion. Let me, you know what I mean? While y'all are calling in, let me get a sip of water. Okay, repeat after me. Say it like you mean it.